I think this album has 16 tracks on it, like 52 minutes long. It's, you know, not bad. It's Tyler the Creator, so I'm expecting this to be quality. I really enjoyed Igor. I also really enjoyed Flower Boy when I heard it. I think that he's just in his own lane right now in terms of production and artistry. So I think this is going to be really fun to listen to. While I pull up the album, I will say, if you're not subscribed yet for whatever reason, please do so. We were finally able to break past the 18,400 subscriber mark. We're at 18.5 now, which I'm really happy about. Shout out to my patrons and my members for supporting the channel every month. It really means a lot to me. It's part of the reason why the quality of the videos keeps getting better, is because of their consistent support. So like I said, if you want to support the channel and get access to videos earlier than everyone else, check out the Patreon or become a member of the channel. They also get access to early videos. I really appreciate it. And shout out to everyone who's been donating every stream, man. It really helps. Some people always ask me what they can do to support the channel in a way that's not financial. Sometimes people just, you know, aren't able to donate or support that way, and that's totally fine. You can do so by liking the video, like I said, subscribing if you're not subscribed. And if you have friends who enjoy this sort of video or enjoy the album, share the video with them and see what they think. That's a great way to support the channel if you're not able to financially do so. And I really appreciate it. So, with that said, man, track 1 is Sir Baudelaire. It says featuring DJ Drama. Let's jump into it, man. Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler the Creator. Let's go.
I'm glad you found your way here. Yeah. Cookie crumbs in the rolls, jet fuel in their vests, hands with you bums, money hopper, the new car doors they lift open, the lake water, connoisseur.
Osama Shoe, bro.
Know me as that spaced out nigga with the chunky ears.
Is that an oboe, bro? That might be an oboe in the background. It kind of sounds like one. That's really cool. It sounds very clean. I do feel like the DJ Drama screaming though is almost, it's a little disruptive, kind of like, you know, DJ Khaled on his tracks. But I'm loving the strings. You know, there's like a plucked guitar that's panned to the right side. Like I said, the oboe has a really cool, you know, it's almost like a little surprise, because normally the wind instrument that we hear on a lot of these tracks is the flute. It's just nice to have that warmer, sultrier, deeper tone to the oboe instead of a bright, high-pitched flute. Tyler had some really cool bars there, man. I rub it in people's faces like thick lotion. I think he said, the passport's looking thick, my afro needs a pick. So, you know, that's just him talking about how much of the world that he's seen and embracing, you know, his blackness, really. He goes right on to say that his skin is soaking up the sun afterwards. I actually have a quick funny story that I used to have a friend back when I lived in the States. His name was Chase. And he was super dark skinned. Like his parents were immigrants who came from Africa. I forget exactly which country in Africa they were from, but like him and his brothers were all super dark skinned. And there was just a day that we were all traveling. It was like a field trip or something. And this day was like particularly hot. It was ridiculously sunny. A bunch of us had like our shirts off because it was just so hot. And he's walking around in a sweater, dude. He's walking around in a sweater. And I look at him and I'm like, Chase, how are you not burning up right now? How are you not sweating or, you know, passing out from, you know, heat exhaustion or whatever? And he just looks at me and he goes, dude, I'm black. So that was really funny, man. And that bar from Tyler kind of reminded me of that story. Shout out to Chase, man.
Perfume on the skin.
Definitely feels like an intro, right? It feels like it's a track that's kind of meant to get us hyped up. That's what DJ Drama is doing on here. He's kind of acting like Tyler's hype man. And I don't know how replayable it is because, like I said, it kind of does feel like an intro track. Some albums start off just with a regular song. This one kind of feels like it's leading up to something. So I don't know how replayable it is because of that. I do enjoy the production a lot, though. The cinematic, you know, stylistic sound he chose for this. The little choirs afterwards, call me if you're lost, they were singing towards the end. You know, that was really cool. Tyler's voice is very iconic. He's got a great tone to his voice, a great sound. It's got this abrasive, like aggressive raspiness to it. It's really deep, and it's perfect for this sort of music, right? I feel like he's able to do whatever he wants to because his voice is just so imposing, and he's just so charismatic, you know, so he can really make any sound work for him, which is awesome. Track 2 is Corso.
I've been talking that fresh shit, I don't need gum. Cookie crumbs in the rolls, never know weed crumbs. Like buy a boat. Depends if Capri got space, don't really need one.
The super reverberant kicks on that, man. That's crazy. The bass is so fat. And I'm loving the little piano, you know, just playing that one note, dung, dung, in the background. Really bouncy. That's great. So much swagger to this production, and he is killing his performance right now. Let me rewind it a little bit. There's like a hip-hop hooray kind of a vibe there. Yeah, that one's got a lot of swagger to it. It's really fun. Like I said, during the portions when people are going like, hey, oh, in the background, it kind of reminds me of a hip-hop hooray. You know, there's just this really fun party atmosphere to this track. But towards the end of the track, there are some really cool synths and piano riffs that are going on in the background while he and DJ Drama are kind of just riffing off of each other. I think that that's really fun as well. Also on the shorter side, it's still not even 2.5 minutes long, but it's still a fun track, man. Someone said it's like an emotional roller coaster. I can definitely see why. The production goes into a lot of different lanes. That's really fun. Lemonhead, let's go. Oh my god. That's cool. He said something about smoke. If you want smoke, he's gonna drill shit. That's funny because like Pop Smoke and drill, that's pretty cool. If you look out, if you won't smoke, he the cool out, and he drill shit, got the two out. It's wet, he a pool now. Used to stage dive, but they sue now. He put a bike rack on the rolls. That's funny, bro. Nah, this beat's hard, man. This beat is hard. Wow.
I like it.
So pretty, the flute, man. That's definitely going on my workout playlist, because the beat on that is just ridiculous, dude. I like the energy there. 42 Doug, I'm not mad at his performance on it, man. I know I prefer Tyler's verse, but 42 Doug kind of held his own and did his thing. I don't think his voice sounds irritating on this one. Now, I do think that a lot of the times his voice does get on my nerves, but here, I think it sounds fine. Really like the very heavy bass, the toms and the fills in the background for the drums are really cool. There are some synths on the higher end that I believe they're panned a little bit, but they do a great job at carrying that higher end of the song, and there's just lots of energy here that I really enjoy. We're heading on to track 4 now. What's your name? Loving the R&B vibes here, man. Got a man, you should cut it off. Get your passport, cause we run it off. What's your name, girlfriend? What's your name? What's your name, girlfriend? Wow. His voice actually sounds incredible on this beat, man. NBA Youngboy. His voice actually fits this beat perfectly, dude. And I'm loving the beautiful 90s R&B, you know, early 2000s R&B vibes to this track. Everything about this is heartwarming and soulful and feel good, you know what I mean? That's awesome. Jodeci would have killed this. I can definitely hear that. Yeah, that's really cool. Look at Ty Dolla, bro. Even Tyler in the background with the high-pitched vocals sounds awesome. Ty Dolla is such a cheat code, man. Stop playing with this, man. Stop playing and let me pay your mama debt off. That's hard. That's hard, man. Wow, this might be my favorite so far. The production on this entire project so far has been awesome, but just the vibe to that one, you know what I mean? Like just the way that one feels. It's nostalgic and it's warm and it's beautiful. You know, the leads and all the shimmering kind of like bright feelings to this song is so good, man. And NBA Youngboy was an awesome feature here, but Ty Dolla also killing those riffs in the background, man. I just feel like people call Ty Dolla up and they're like, man, I don't even need a verse from you. Just sing in the background of my track and make it 10 times better. You know what I mean? He's such a cheat code. It's insane. Track 5 is Lumberjack. Oh, this is going to sound filthy. Man, where are the Griselda guys on this? Yo, I don't know what that is. Is that a piano that's going like in the background? I don't know what that is. It might be a sample that's being played, you know, on a loop really quickly. It might just be a piano. I don't know what it is, but that sounds so crazy in the background. It's like eerie and ominous, and there's an edge to it. It's like abrasive. You know what I mean? There's teeth to that sound. It's really cool. That's really awesome.
I hit Drizzy and told him I had a milli for him. I own my company, never rain in Cali. Came with an umbrella, Rolls Royce pull up.
That's fire, yeah. Talking about the car there, man. That all weather, but it never rains in LA, but it still came with the umbrella. He's talking, I forget what car it is. It might be the Rolls Royce, actually. That there's like a button that you push and an umbrella literally comes out the side of the car. That's insane. It's a sample of an old Gravediggers song. Oh yeah, so it is a sample.
Solid colored emerald on finger the size of 2 tons. Niggas cannot fuck with performance and magic you want.
I feel like all he really needed was West Side Gun screaming in the background. Just doing ad-libs. Boom, 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 boom. You know, just in the background while he's going off. That'd be so funny. But hard. It would be like ridiculous. It'd be such a... It is a banger already, but that would just take it to another level, I think. It's funny because when I first heard Pray for Paris and I wasn't familiar with West Side Gun, I kept talking about how the ad-libs were annoying, but now here I am wanting his ad-libs on this track. That's so funny to me. We grow, man. We grow. That's a fantastic song. That's such a banger. That little hook, Rolls Royce pull up, Black Boy hop out, that's so fire, bro. The way he performs that is just so confident, you know what I mean? That's sick. Hot Wind Blows featuring Lil Wayne. This might be the one that I heard on stream the other day. I think it was Big Slime. Big Slime donated and asked me to listen to this song. So I've heard this one before. We're still going to play it because I think it's fire, but I have heard this one. This song is not a first reaction. But Lil Wayne is ridiculous on this.
We all got our toes out too.
We playing hide and seek with the passports. Where the fuck we at? Oh, the pilot gotta remind us.
It's so fire.
Out in Switzerland, travel with my bitches, and we kiss them like immigrants and benefit from it. Keep on stunting on these niggas, make them sick to their stomach. Makes the saying, yeah, we getting lost, but we know who we aim.
The little keyboard here is so fire.
Baby, bought the beep and I'm stuck in the middle of the sandwich like slaughter meat. Got my middle fingers to the cameras.
The flow is so tight.
Catch a beat down like I catch touchdowns. I pickle as a devil, a demon, and ghost. I'ma get even and even get even some more. It's too late to even get low.
Something about this sample makes me want to take a vacation. Like, something about that sample on that track really makes me feel like I have the money to just get on a plane and travel somewhere. You know what I mean? It really feels like I could do that. That's so crazy, man. Yeah, like I said, I had heard that one, but Lil Wayne's feature on that is just ridiculous. I mean, his flow, he really outshines Tyler, the Creator, first of all. His flow switch-ups are just insane. The way that he just keeps ramping it up. The punchlines are great. The Desert Eagle line is fire. You know, wind beneath my wings, Desert Eagle underneath my coat is fire. The way he says sandwiched in the middle like slaughtered meat or something like that. The sandwich bar is fire. This man put a sandwich bar in here. You know what I mean? And you can't touch the sample. Like, the sample is perfect. Track 7 is Massa. You guys are saying that this is kind of underrated, so let's see what this sounds like.
The greatest thing that ever happened to me was being damn near 20 and leaving Los Angeles.
This little bass line right here has reminded me of like a really slow bossa nova kind of a vibe. It's like doom, 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 doom. You know what I mean? It's just got that like cool, relaxed, syncopated kind of energy to it. That's really, really cool.
Got too much self-respect. I watched
The switch up is nuts too. Let me hear that again.
Massa couldn't catch me.
That transition is so crazy.
Do you get me? See, I was shifting. That's really why Cherry Bomb sounded so shifty. My taste.
The way he brought the flow back there is so cool.
Thankfully, by hour 3, a detour perspective. Body and feelings and fix my hairline. Calm down.
This like little harpsichord sound is so sick.
Holes in the schools, where does it go? It's still loopholes that I use. Nobody knows. Been on. I know she fell in love, but commitment is not my end goal. And on my crib in Seattle, covered in grass like in gravel. It come with 2 boats and cattle.
There's no chance I'm gonna tell him that's not good, dude. That's an awesome song. I love how introspective he got there, reflecting on his career, talking about when he knew he made it. You know, because he got his mom out the shelter, talking about the cars that he's able to use now. The favorite part about the Rolls Royce is the bird ceiling and the sunroof, the sun beaming through it. You know, just talking about his life and getting used to the new comforts that he's found himself with, talking about his career and how he feels like he really changed at 23, which is why some of his projects from before then sound so radically different than what they sound like now. And just kind of explaining his evolution on there and, you know, self-reflecting there. I think that's really cool. That's a very interesting glimpse into his mind. I like that a lot. It's okay to be on your lunch break if you're not hating. Nah, man, I'm not. Who has lunch at... It's literally 2 minutes to midnight now. here in Brazil. So, but yeah, this is a fantastic song. Really enjoyed that from Tyler, dude. It's always good to hear him get a little more personal. You know what I mean? And still do so with so much confidence and charisma. And like I said, the track starts to build towards the end, and yeah, it does so really well. All the instruments pick up along with his verse. That's really cool. Run It Up is next.
For some reason, y'all didn't really think we was gonna be here.
Bitch, I'm running up the chill like I got rest, so we gon' run it up. 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 I just spent it all. We gon' run it up today, but gone tomorrow. Bunny hop been zoomed in ever since I hit 210. Other faces with the blue skin. Help us see clear when the lighting was dim.
This verse is really fire. I like the production, man.
But we switch with no fearing. Throw clearance, scream it, let them hear it. Run that shit up, bro.
I'm loving the horns, man. Yeah, I can see why some people said that they weren't really a fan of that one. The chorus takes up a big portion of the track. The beat also only drops about halfway through it. But I still think that the production's pretty cool, dude, and I like Tyler's performance on that. I'm not mad at the feature. It really takes up the latter portion of the track, so if you're not a fan of the feature, you can just skip the last minute or so. The horns, the percussion, you know, all of that is really cool. I like the introduction to it as well. I think the horn arrangements and the production for the intro to this track were very interesting. Fire flow.
Hit some protest and retweeted positive messages. Donated some funds and I wouldn't fuck with the law. Like damn, Gina. So calm the fuck down before we duck rounds.
He's going so crazy. Oh my god, man. That track is ridiculous, man. And I can totally relate to the part where he's talking about how he feels like anything he says is going to just screw things up, and anything he does is just going to come across the wrong way, is going to be interpreted the wrong way, and that, you know, the best thing that he can do is just tell people to do what they want and to embrace freedom. And even that could get interpreted the wrong way, you know what I mean? So I can relate to that, feeling like you don't know what to do because anything you do is wrong or seen as wrong. I like that he referenced the fact that he was canceled, but before canceled was with Twitter fingers, and the fact that he mentioned his tweets to Selena Gomez back in the day. He was wildin', man. We all know that, but that was just part of his whole persona back then. He says he apologized to her when he saw her, and clearly he's not the same person that he was before. He even mentioned that at 23, he kind of had a year where he matured a lot and changed a lot, you know, on that other song. So I like that he mentioned it. I like that he kind of just rolled with it and said, yeah, I did tweet those things, and he owns up to them and says that, you know, the internet points them out like he's forgotten about them or like they're going to change anything. He even says, if you send me your address and I'll send you a copy of the tweet, you know what I mean? Like he's going to own up to what he said, and I think that that's very responsible. I think that that is a sign of change, a sign of maturity, you know, is saying, yes, I did tweet those things. I did say those things, and I don't say them anymore because I know that they're wrong, but I did say them. And he's not going to go back and just delete hundreds of tweets. He's not going to go back and try and make them disappear and stop people from finding out who he was. That's just being responsible and accepting that you were one way and now you're not. And I think that that's really cool, man. I think that's really cool. And the beat is insane. Domo Genesis killed his verse. I got like this might be one of the better songs on the project as well, dude. So this is the 10-minute song, basically. It's 9 minutes and 48 seconds. Sweet / I thought you wanted to dance ... I can't see the rest of it. Let's check it out, man. Hopefully it's it's interesting enough to keep us invested in it for 10 minutes. Yeah. I love the bass line, man. The synth bass is so cool. We're up to 50 viewers now. What's going on, everybody? Hello to everybody who joined us halfway through. His new song with Drake is fire, yeah. It's too wavy. That little keyboard riff there is really cool too. A lot of bossa nova little vibes, man, throughout this project. Now it feels like reggae. Tyler can do everything, man. Sirens with the reggae vibes, man. That's so crazy. The rim shot playing on the offbeats is so nice. Yeah, Tabby did a reaction video. I think it dropped like yesterday. Ooh. The way the feature just comes on this, man. I can't control my shoulders, man. My shoulders are moving on their own. That's crazy, man. Those vibes are insane, dude. I mean, what do I even say to that? You know, Sweet had the really great Brent Faiyaz carrying on the feature, man. On a real note, why Doug looking so cute? Who typed that? Stop it, bro. I really don't even know what to say to that, man. Sweet had like the R&B kind of chill vibes, but then we had the bit of like a bossa nova kind of vibe with the switch up, leading into the reggae sort of, you know, sound to I Thought You Wanted to Dance. The features did their thing. Tyler, I mean, he killed it. I will say, I Thought You Wanted to Dance feels like it's maybe a minute and a half too long. You know, I don't think that Tyler should take off his verse, his last verse. I think that he should just move it up towards the end when it's just the outro of the song. I would have kept that a little shorter because I mean, it is tough to just listen to a song for almost 10 minutes, but the song is still not bad. Like the song is just insane. Okay, Mama talk.
Daddy fine, I'm fine. What you thought? What you mean? He got his looks for me. You better tell this hoe. His ass. Facts. I didn't give a fuck over my kid. Okay? This little boy used to run. He was scared. I said, go get your bitch ass mama.
Oh, well, wait. That transitioned into the next track. Man, Mama Talk is hilarious, dude. That's a fantastic interlude. That's a great interlude, dude. I love how she was like, Tyler would be like, get him, mom, get him. That does sound like something Tyler would do, bro. Just encourage his mom beating up on other people. That's so funny. She sounds like she's a riot to be around, man. Rise. Let's go. Track 12.
Niggas want they married, but it's a cash flow, so they want some credit. So really you can't compare. Why you feel with terror whenever you in my presence? Is it
The way the strings came in is insane.
Tim, but he didn't dim. He started from the bottom and they went to fall off like he skipped autumn and spring. Niggas are screaming out, fuck him, fuck them. When I rise to the top.
That's a great track, man. Daisy World's feature on that is really cool. The drum bounce is very unique. It's got a different sort of a feeling to the rest of the songs. Tyler's still killing it, man. Super consistent performance. The mixture between hard, aggressive rap and catchy choruses with beautiful singing is just like, there's really nobody who's doing it like him right now. Like he really is in his own lane. And you know, people could try and sound like him, but there's only one Tyler. You know what I mean? Track 13, Blessed.
Good nail polish, Converse, Gucci. Can't flop, about to drop off some new pieces. I'm out here scoring commercials. Flaws, my fucking hair won't grow. It's been like 2 years and this shit like 2 inches. I'll be there. And I don't take just like that. I'm scared to go broke, so.
I don't take this for granted. It's opulence. That's great, man. It's so good to hear him so happy about where he's at in his life. You know what I mean? That's just really positive. Happiness is just contagious. You know what I mean? That's really cool. I like that interlude a lot as well. Juggernaut.
What it is that nigga teeth, skin the color dead, riding in, double earlobe, look like a headlight.
On my feet, double G on my free. Louis V by my breed. She want kick it with me, she better eat it and leave. She try to save other place, but with the 12 got a V16. Say the money coming in, yeah, that's true. The more money I get, I don't want sex you. Just like
Lil Uzi Vert stepping up his flow for this track, huh? Let's go, Pharrell. He said he got a LaFerrari parked for one purpose, catching dust. Dude, that's such a flex. I just keep my LaFerrari parked. It's over there just collecting dust. Can you imagine? Oh my God, that's crazy. Truck wheels that grip tape. That's a skateboard bar, isn't it? That's a double entendre. That's a skateboard bar. That's a fantastic song, dude. I gotta add that one to my my workout playlist as well. Lil Uzi Vert, really impressive on that song, huh? Was not expecting him to come into that track like that, man. His flow was nasty. Like, he really stepped it up for this song. Tyler, you know, just brilliant as always. But Pharrell, that's a fantastic, like, that's that's one of my favorites off this project, man. I hope Big Quint comes back so we can see him dance all over the ceiling to this song. How many chairs do you think he would break to that track, man? I'd put money on at least 3 chairs. I would put money on Big Quint breaking at least 3 chairs during Juggernaut, dude. This is another really long song, but it's the second to last one. This is WILSHIRE, or WILSHIRE.
It's great taste, smell good, sense of humor, obvious, a good face, lines I can never cross, but you got something that make all them good intentions get lost. Please delete all discussions, you hit me with the look and reply like, duh, bitch, think it's worth it, but nah, I can't do that, that nigga don't deserve. I could fuck a trillion bitches every country I done been in. I've been finding, girl, you know that I'm a player whenever. That's what we bonded over. Ask if I got her, I ask if you got her. We tripping our words, nobody is lying. Akuna Matata felt like I got led on and pushed off a cliff. No, I'm in the wrong, that was a friend, no bad words. That's why I called and said we couldn't end this on bad terms. I'm a bad person, like I'm in the wrong, I'm a bad person.
That's crazy, dude. I'm starting to get some copyright warnings from YouTube now, but we're heading on to the last track anyways. Yo, his storytelling on that is so incredible that even the chat got quiet. Like, I didn't say anything during the song, and you guys weren't typing anything. Everybody was just enthralled, listening, hanging on his every word, man. That was brilliantly written. There's no real way for us to know whether this is somebody real, this is a story that actually happened to him, or whether this is something that he made up for the context of the album, for a character. I mean, there's no real way for us to be certain of any of it. But if it is a real situation, you know, it is very relatable. It's super awkward and tough. And sometimes you get feelings for somebody and you have no control of them. And he says that they crossed some lines, but they didn't, you know, they didn't cross all of them. And he says that he's in the wrong, but, you know, he says that he loves this person and they're in a relationship that they're unsure of, and the other guy that this person is with is super jealous, and Tyler says that they won't claim the person he's writing about until they see that Tyler makes them smile, and then they get super possessive and jealous, and you know that's not a really healthy situation to be in, but then to feel trapped there and not be able to enjoy the other person who makes you happy, like all of that is just so tough to deal with, and he describes it so, you know, perfectly. It's almost like you feel like you're in the situation with them, you know what I mean? It's almost like these are two friends of yours that you're seeing this happen to. You're seeing everybody get hurt. You're seeing everybody crying over the situation. Like it's really, really well written, man. He's very captivating with his performance, and he just did a great job writing that song, man. That's a brilliantly written song, honestly. Like there's nothing bad to say about that. The production is super simple. It's basically a loop for the entire thing. The main focus here is really on the story that he's telling, and like I said, he does it perfectly. So yeah, nothing bad to say about that song. Nothing bad at all. Song topic is so interesting. Yeah, man, it's kind of got like this dramatic soap opera character or quality to it. You know what I mean? Like you're seeing this super dramatic situation play out, and you just get more and more invested in it. and you just want to know what happens next. What happens next? Do they end up together or don't they? You know, will they? Won't they? It's it appeals to the teenage girl inside all of us, man. You know what I mean? That's just awesome. The Sing About Me of this album. Sing About Me is definitely a more serious song. It's a heavier topic, heavier subject matter, but I see what you're saying, right? It's the long storytelling track over, you know, just a simple drum loop of this album. I get what you're saying. Sing About Me is just another level, though. Kendrick Lamar literally incorporating different characters in the middle of the song, rapping from like 3 different perspectives. Tyler is just talking about himself here. Kendrick Lamar, Sing About Me is one of his greatest songs ever. You know what I mean? Like there's no coming close to it. There's just no coming close to it. Plus there's a hook to Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst, and it's catchy. Like, it wasn't enough to write a really captivating song with brilliant storytelling from multiple perspectives. He still added a catchy chorus. Like, Kendrick is just not human, you know? There's levels. But this is a brilliant song. Let's head on to this last track, Safari.
Truck, I screw my big water to stewardess. Border control, that's some stupid shit. And won't leave shit is backwards. Start with your feet, then a card in the airport. Get out your bubble. See all the things that you could see, like them languages I speak.
I love the horns, man.
Catch us if you can.
Clutched in his stroke, gotta know it like a droopy grin. Took that Grammy, the feline's name on Alpha. How long he eat the? Wait a minute. Pink loaf and scuff quickly.
Such an awesome outro.
We gone. We gone.
Love the horns on that, man. Love the drums. Production's crazy. I like the third person thing that he did for his second verse there. A lot of really, you know, confident, hard bars on that outro. I think it's a great way to tie this album off, man, and give it some closure. Dude, this is a fantastic album. I mean, we all knew that going into it, that this was going to be great. I knew that going into it, that I was expecting greatness, and I was not disappointed. I mentioned it towards the beginning, you know. I had seen a lot of positive feedback. Tyler is coming off of an insane, is it 2-album run that he was on? No, yeah, it was Flower Boy, then Igor. Yeah. I'm not familiar with his stuff from 2015 and before. The first album from him that I heard was Flower Boy, but this is an insane 3-album run. Flower Boy, Igor, and then Call Me If You Get Lost. Like, he is solidifying himself as a juggernaut, pun intended, in this industry, dude. 3 albums with very distinct sounds, very distinct themes. That you know, they're versatile, they're unique from each other. This is reminding me of Kanye in that there's no 2 Kanye albums that sound alike, you know? Flower Boy has its sound, Igor has its sound, and Call Me If You Get Lost has its sound. And it's tough to even say which one is better than the other because they're so different. And it really is just a testament to his artistry, to his brilliance, to his versatility. Yeah, he's brilliant, dude. I mean, this album has been out for almost a week at this point, and I know that you don't need me to tell you that it's great. So I really just don't know what to say from a reviewing standpoint. You know what I mean? It does kind of leave me a little speechless. I think it's just here, and we need to just appreciate it, you know? Just appreciate Tyler and give him his flowers while he's around, you know what I mean? Just don't take his brilliance for granted. Show him as much love as you can. Stream the hell out of this album, dude. If you haven't heard it yet, definitely listen to it, because it's it's really, really good. Production is flawless. I love the raps, you know, the verses that he wrote. Luckily, Spotify has a feature now that shows the lyrics, so I can read along, and I don't miss as many bars as I used to during my reactions. But storytelling, I mean, everything about him is just leveling up with every project. So all I can say is that this is an incredible album. I think it might be album of the year so far. Yeah, I really do think so. It got Tabby to do a reaction video. That's all we need to say. Really, at this point, that in itself means a lot. So Guys, thank you so much for watching the video, dude. For watching the stream, actually. You know, shout out to you guys for coming in here and hanging out with me while I reacted to this for the first time. Thank you for sharing your opinions with me in the chat and keeping me entertained throughout the hour and 40 minutes or so that it took for us to listen to this project. Really appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to my patrons, my members, everybody who's been donating during the streams. If you're not subscribed for whatever reason, please subscribe. It really helps the channel. Where do y'all music heads live? Because it's not near me. Well, if you want to interact with the other music lovers, check out the Discord server. And there's a link in the description for anybody who wants to join the Discord. And yeah, catch a stream sometime. You know, we all listen to music all the time here. Just taking suggestions on Spotify, YouTube. It's always a blast. So yeah, shout out to you guys. I'll see you guys later. Everybody have a great night. I'll be back really soon with some more videos, some more music. Until then, guys, stay safe out there. All right? Let me get rid of the chat so I can give my peace out. Peace out, guys.